outside Liberia's capital, the pleasant good afternoon, and welcome to Foca News Summary. 50 minutes of news presentation covering Liberia, Africa, and our one war. My name is Lyndon Toba, anchoring the segment of news presentation. Coming up in the headlines, Finance and Development Planning Minister Augustine Gafwan blasts his immediate predecessors Samuel Tweed over COVID-19 funds corruption allegation. Government launches 2026 national budget plans, says 1 billion as its new fiscal target. House of Representatives to launch Mountain River Union Parliament launch in Monrovia this week. And away from whom? Trump says Anthony General should release incredible information on his team. These and many more are our package. Let's take a short break. When we come back, we bring you our news bulletin. Welcome back and thanks for rejoining us on this presentation. The Unity Party-led government has launched the 2026 national budget formulation process, aiming for an ambitious, historic 1 billion milestone to boost economic growth. Finance Minister Augustine Gafwan said it was a defining moment, urging discipline and efficiency despite Liberia's fiscal year 2025 budget falling short by nearly 80 million in first quarter revenue. Gafwan highlighted record for fiscal year 2024 revenue collections and global diplomatic gains, but warned agencies that higher allocations require strong delivery and compliance with financial protocols. Deputy Minister Tenon Bronskin stressed the budget as a social contract aligned with President Bwaka's arrest agenda priorities like roads, education, and agriculture for national transformation. Meanwhile, analysts commend the U.S. 1 billion target, yet warn sources hinges on reform strict oversight and robust collaboration to overcome persistent shortfalls and build Liberia's fiscal credibility. The House of Representatives will host a historic Mountain River Union Parliament launch in Monrovia from July 18 to 20, advancing regional cooperation goals. Speakers from Sierra Leone, Guinea, and Cote d'Ivoire will join Liberia to sign protocols and adopt a declaration establishing the new sub-region parliamentary body, grounded in the MRU Declaration of 1973 and 2004 Convention. The parliament aims to promote peace, security, and collective economic and social development initiatives. It will enhance regional legislative oversight, support human rights, and tackle cross-border challenges like climate change, pandemics, and violent extremism through joint action. The launch signals a new era of people-centered governance and integration, strengthening democratic values and deepening regional solidarity across the Mountain River region. Senator clash with County Superintendent Council members over exclusion and lack of transparency in county and social development expenditure. Former Information Minister Dr. Lawrence Bropley has branded the U.S. President Donald Trump's recent applause to President Joseph Boakai as diplomatically insulting. It can be recalled U.S. President openly appreciated President Boakai for his eloquent presentation during the U.S. Africa Summit held in Washington, D.C. Trump further questioned Boakai's origins of education during a brief interaction at the White House. While others have viewed the compliment as a positive move for Liberia, Dr. Brobley frowned against celebrating such remark, adding that it undermines our diplomatic standing. The Liberia Civil Society Council has distanced itself from the planned July 17 protests, urging organizers and citizens to seek grievance peacefully. In a statement, Chairperson Madam Loretta Pope Carr emphasizing protecting national peace as Liberians navigate economic and political recovery challenges. The protest, led by Stand and We the People movement, targets governance and economic issue, but has sparked security instability concern nationwide. The council called young people to use dialogue and civic channels and urged security forces to uphold human rights and avoid excessive force. Reaffirming its bridge building road, the council encouraged reflections on potential consequences that stress unity and nation building above confrontation. New Georgia Township Commissioner Patient Bender says she has no involvement in the town center community recent controversial elections process. At a July 14 press conference, Commissioner Bender emphasized a commitment to transparency, distancing herself from allegations reported by Vision Online TV regarding the recent sham district elections. She stated that the electoral process was handled solely by Independent Elections Commission, led by its chairperson Robert Saad, not the commissioner office. She confirmed receiving complaints from candidates Solomon Cobb, but failed to present any report or findings before announcing the final results. Critics questions the legality of the grievance and ethics committee, arguing that the town center constitution doesn't authorize the IEC to create such body. This is a reminder that you are listening to Focal News Summary, 50 minutes of news presentation covering Liberia, Africa, and our one war. Let's bring you a recap of top stories we are following on this news presentation. Finance and Development Planning Minister Augustine Gaffwan Blast, his immediate predecessor Samuel Tuet, over COVID-19 funds corruption allegation. Government launches 2026 national budget plans, says 1 billion as a new fiscal target. House of Representatives to host Marlon River Union Parliament launch in Monrovia this week. And away from Liberia, Trump says Attorney General should release any incredible information on Easton. Let's take a short break. We'll come back. We bring you a continuations of our news program. Welcome back, and thanks for rejoining us. Trump says U.S. Attorney General should release any credible information on Eastpin. U.S. President Donald Trump has said Attorney General Pam Boldin should release whatever he thinks is credible on the latest sex offender Jeffrey Eastpin as he faces a rare backlash from supporters after seeking to draw a line on the case. Boldin had been lambasted by some of Trump's political base after her department recently said that there was no evidence that Eastpin kept a client list. Now to end this news, we recap major stories we have been following through our news program. Finance and Development Planning Minister Augustine Gaffwan blasts his immediate predecessor Samuel Tuet over COVID-19 funds corruption allegations. Government launches 2026 national budget plans. Says 1 billion. The new fiscal target. House of Representatives to host Marlon Rivers Union Parliament launch in Monrovia this week. And from Liberia, Trump says Attorney General to release an incredible information to Easton. This is Focal News. My name is Lyndon Cooper, presenter. Good afternoon.